everybody is doing on this New Year's. This is the first full week of the year for 2025. And we always start off with, do you care about your self-care? Yeah. Well, I heard somebody halfway, but But now you better bring that all the way out. It's the start of the year. Do you care? Yeah. Oh, man. So for the start of this year, for this first podcast of 2025, we're starting out with new beginnings, because that's what this is about. New beginnings, finishing things out, whatever you started last year. In fact, let me just read the basic topic for this year. This is for this podcast. The year is good. It's an expression of how the change you've been praying, working, and building is being put into motion, or have already been set and laid, and is going into its next phase. The year is good is a derive of God is good, because He is good all the time, because for this year, it's going to be the blessings. You're going to receive blessings throughout the year due to His goodness and mercy that shall follow unto whom seeks Him to be worthy, and stand, trust, and believe that all is already done. Like, it's already done. Whatever you need, whatever that the Father has for you, it's already done. It's already ready. It's just waiting for you. All you got to do is do. So step in faith, for His light will give you sight as you walk in the shadows of darkness, for His name's sake. Amen. So that's what this is about. We're going to just let out the things that we had for last year's resolution that's going to be different for this year. The things that we always wanted to accomplish, we're going to accomplish them. This is the year of accomplishment. There's no shoulda, coulda, wouldas. We can go to the store and buy it now or later, but we can't do now or later. We could do now, but we ain't doing later. We ain't doing later. So we're going to start off with the first question and going into the audience. All right. Get the light. For the audience, for this beautiful year that we've started, just a little question, just to start off, for the fact of resolutions. Like, why do we wait till the start of the year to make resolutions or to start our resolutions? Why do you do that? In fact, I should say, anyone. Why do you wait till the start of the year to put things in motion?
It's been going on for years. But a lot of people say they're going to do it, and some of it don't come through. But I believe it goes through the year also. Mm-hmm. Even you might not even call it a New Year's resolution, but you are going to take care of that resolution to make it happen. Mm-hmm. But that's just been something that's been going on for years, and a lot of people fall behind it.
Mm-hmm. Do you think people need motivation from those around them with it? Or should they involve others if others are, if it's a situation to involve other people?
I mean, you can involve other people. Are you saying through the new year or through the year?
Like throughout the year. Like, because we're going to meet new friends, new relationships. It's all a relationship. Just in that spectrum, just new relationships. You never know who's going to come alongside to help you with what you're doing. I'm just saying. And what you're saying.
I see it as going through the year, not just in the beginning of the year.
Okay. I'll take that. Why do you start with a resolution?
Well, I'll touch back on like what Michelle said. Sometimes, like we make New Year's resolution and we don't keep them. So we tries to start off the new year by bringing some of them old things back into effect to try to see if we can go through the place where we was the year before into the new year, that maybe we can continue on our journey. But as far as friends, I mean, like sometimes, like you don't know who your friends are, so you have to monitor yourself around friends as well as family.
Yeah.
Because sometimes, you know, like, a lot of people don't like to see you achieve.
Yeah.
So you got to be careful with that, too, on how you do things. So sometimes you just have to wait, trust in the Lord, and just be of good courage and try to keep it moving.
That I'm glad you brought that topic up, like, with some people, like, some people ain't for you. So some people make resolutions about cutting people off. So what you guys say on that?
Well, I don't really, cut them off, but I monitor them and how they do and how they come back toward me. But I always, you know, like, pay close attention to how they are going to be around me, how they maneuver themselves, you know, and what they do
So
to better their own
what
self.
they do, it lets you know who's for you.
Whether they're for me or what they're for.
Circle.
Right.
Yeah, I like that.
Like what she was saying, like some people's that you have to cut off. But sometimes if you sit long enough and you pray long enough, and God will give you the answer, you don't really have to cut them off. You could just be silent and just be like, hello, and keep it going. You know, that's the best way. Like for the New Year's is I'm finding out like everybody ain't in your life for a season. Some people's gotta go and some people's gotta come. And that's not only for New Year's resolution, that's life period.
Yes.
Like that's the only way you're gonna grow. So you can have peace. So yeah.
I'm Bobby, and I think the reason why I always wait till the New Year's to start the new beginnings, because it was a ritual that was passed to me from generations. So a lot of this is this stuff that was passed to me, you know, and I find out that, you know, at the end of the year, all the things that I didn't do that year, I try to rethink, and I try to come up with a better way of getting things done. And then a lot of things is about eating better and talking to people better and responding better. And the bottom line of it is that I think the rituals of making those things on New Year's is because we're seeking better lives. Not only for ourselves, but we want to be a better person so we can be a better person to our family. Now do we fall short? Of course we do. Because what happened is I find out is that for me, I always started off by myself, and I find out that I don't have the power to change me. That power to change me has to come from somewhere else. So I start off with a losing battle. So what I'm learning to do is get a support group.
Yeah.
And that support group has to be spiritual in nature. Somebody who wants to see me change spiritually, because you know, we can get the material things, but the material things don't make us who we are.
No, it's not.
We can have pretty nice things sitting outside, and they'll be pretty and nice, and we'll still be that mean old grouchy person that's treating people real bad. So the material things doesn't fill us. They doesn't do nothing for our God box. The only thing that fits in our God box is God. And we try to put so much stuff in it, and none of it never fits.
Sure. Thank you, Bobby. Thank you, Bobby, for that, and everyone else that gave the descriptions on the first question. For me, I necessarily don't wait till the year in the start of the year or the end of the year, but I'm like what Michelle and Lois and Sharon said, it's throughout the year, it's every day, and every day you can find out that what you wanted to start the year out as and putting in motion, it can change. It really can, because sometimes the plan that you have for yourself ain't God's plan. It might be with good intentions. You know, you may intend for it to be His plan because you want it to work for your favor and benefit His favor, give that light of His favor. But when he wants the favor that he wants for you, you're going to see it as the time goes through. You're going to see it change. You're going to see it manifest. And one thing I will say to add in that, because I was taught this, if you don't listen, you will feel. You will feel the loss of that change that God wanted for you because you didn't see it first. And you probably didn't hear it because you could have been ignorant to what you wanted and not what he wanted. So let this year be a start of you trusting more of what he wants and less of what you want. That's all I have to say for that first question. So with the second question, why did we decide to come up with these choices in the first place? Like, why? What puts us in these moments of saying, you know what, this year I'm going to do this year I'm going to do that, I'm going to do, like, what puts you in that desire? It could be bad, it could be good, it could be something that you didn't expect. I mean, life comes as it comes. So what is it, audience? Let me hear what y'all got to say.
They want to change.
Come this way a little bit, Sharon. Yeah. Go ahead.
I think, like, when you, through life period, like, sometimes a person just can get tired of just doing the same old thing, getting the same old results. But my main thing is what I know, even at this age, when you ask God to start guiding your steps, he'll give you the discernment to make you want to do the things that you're supposed to do. And that's only keeping you out of trouble, keeping you from making mistakes. You know, we're going to make little mistakes here and there, but it's just so more powerful, like, in you. Like, you don't got to think for yourself, like, oh, well, let me go do this. We all did some stuff. But it's just like, it seemed like when you really get closer to God, you start making the right decisions. You know, I'm just saying that's for me. Like, that's what's going on with me. And it's like, I was just saying to somebody yesterday, like, I just want to be, you know, of him. Like, I never was like a bad person, you know. I did some stuff, but like knowing how to talk to people's better, knowing how not to get so upset. God, remove the anxiety or the depression, whatever it make me like this, because this ain't who I am. This ain't who my grandmother raised me to be. Like, it's just so, God is just so powerful. I'm telling you. And like, even, you know, everything starts in the mind, but when you start to get closer to him, you just feel so much better. So I just thank God for God, and I thank God for decisions making and everything. And that's what I want to do for this year.
Yeah. Right. Go ahead.
And I wanted to say something too. Like my sister said, if we like, I'm in recovery, and I truly thank God that I have been clean for a day at a time, 18 years and 5 months. And I want to continue to do that. I want to continue to change. I want to continue to do that. I don't want to, like my sister said, I don't want to be doing the same thing expecting different results. Because I got so much evidence to know that that doesn't work. I have to do something different. You know, and I have to do my part. I thank God for having a relationship with the God of my understanding. But guess what? I know my daddy gonna do his part, but I gotta do mine. I gotta do mine. You know, I gotta do mine, and I have to pray and ask for the strength to do what it is that I have to do. And like my brother was saying, having that recovery support, my spiritual family, you know, I just thank God. But again, I have to do my part. So I want to change. So that's why I have a New Year's resolution, and that's to continue to do what it is that I need to do to stay clean a day at a time, continue to ask God to use me for his glory, to make a difference in the lives of others, the way he used other people to make a difference in my life. Help me not to feed into negativity, all that kind of stuff. Look, I'm learning too that we teach people how to treat us. You know, by God's grace and mercy, I've turned 65 in a couple of weeks.
Say that,
January 26, 65 years old. And I just thank God for keeping me, for real. Because for real, I used to use to sedate feelings. You know what I'm saying? Use a drug. And then once I got in recovery, I said, oh, I know what I'm going to do. then I started eating, and then I became, what did Dia say, diabolical. Because I was trying to eat the pain away. Just for today, I know that ain't going to work either. I need to talk about it. I need to talk about it. Give me some people that's going to tell me what I need to hear, not what I want to hear. Love me to life. Don't love me to death. Come on.
Amen.
That's what it is.
Yes, for real. I want to change.
Come on, Ron.
Yes.
I was just saying, my New Year's resolution, be pray that they bring Roy Rogers back.
Dale too?
You know I look at it sometimes. Roy Rogers.
Right in the mall, City Hall. I see the vision.
Hey, Ronald Joseph.
I put this year that to be more elaborate, more energetic, and put smiles on people's faces. That's like stories that like Miss Connie or everybody share. I'm not trying to be funny. I just want to lighten the load and make laugh, bring joy. That's all. That's all I do. Thank you.
Thanks for sharing.
Y'all know we laughing.
No.
You got another?
I'll say something in the next group.
Oh, the next one?
Yeah.
You read it like that.
Thank you, Bob.
Y'all know we a laughing family in here.
Mm.
Even when your jokes are dry, we still laugh. Who crying and give it some water? Oh, let me ask y'all this final question. No, I was just trying to have my own answer because I was like, should I answer the second? I didn't answer the second question. I really ain't got nothing to say because Connie and Ronald took the cake on that one. But yeah, so third question. Why is it important for you to be the change that you want to see? Wow.
Woo.
Why is it important?
Because it helps. My name is Kyle. Because it helps Kyle grow.
Ooh, okay.
Anyone else?
And like Kyle, Connie, it helps me to grow as well. But guess what? Like I said, I'm 65 years old. I got some grandbabies. I got grandma babies watching her. I want to be that positive example.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I want to be that vision of hope. Because like I said earlier, God used some awesome people in my life, oh my God, that helped me, that encouraged me. I want to do that same thing, give back what was so freely given to me.
Yeah.
You know, and like I said, I want my babies, I thank God, my grandkids ain't even see that side of grandmommy. They don't even know her.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
But again, I just want to be that vision of hope. You know?
Right. I'm Bobby again.
Hey, Bob.
And I think it's so important that we look at that man in the mirror. Mm-hmm. And that we talking about we want other people to make a change. And I think it's so important for us to set the example and make that change. We want this world to be a better place. So what better place to start but with self?
Yes.
So what I'm trying to do this year is be a better person. And first of all, I need to say that self-care goes a long way in this process. I think that when we are able to learn our body, to say that we're tired, to say that we're hungry, to say that we're angry, to say that we're tired, that we don't treat people wrong when we take care of the hearts. The hearts allow us to, to kind of like lash out because there's some other issues going on with us, especially when I'm too serious about something. Ain't nothing funny. Everybody else laughing. I'm sitting in the corner angry about nothing. Those are the times that I need to go inside, and I need to ask God for help to see myself, because a lot of times I can't see me coming. So that's why my brother is so important. They said sometimes, am I my brother's keepers? Yes, I am. And the same thing, I give you permission that if you see me out of pocket, say something to me. I think what happens in this world is that we stop being family to each other. You know, people's, you know, at one time they said it takes a village to raise a child. Well, now the village concept is going away because you say something to somebody's kid now and the parents is looking at you cross. And the thing is, I'm saying is coming back to, let's have this village. You know, let's raise these children, you know, even if they're fatherless, even if they're motherless. We can still be there to show them that, you know what?
Yes.
There's God that cares about every one of us.
Yes.
And I'm going to say this in closing. Each one teach one.
Iron sharpens iron.
None of us got all the answers. So it's so important, you know, that, you know, we allow each other, and I say allow each other, to be able to minister to us. And yes, it's important that who you listening to.
Yes.
And you gotta have some discernment about who you choose to whisper into your ear. Because I'm not allowing everybody to whisper into my ear. You know? And the thing is, what I'm saying is that God gives us that discernment. But we have to do this, the self-care. We have to do some alone time. We have to do some God time by its fact, if you believe in God. You know? So yes, we fall short, but guess what? We get up.
Yes.
And that's the most important thing. That's it.
Bobby said a lot of tea. Dropped a lot of gems. And the one I'm gonna hold on to, it still derives on the topic as far as being that change. Every day, I want my nieces and nephews to know that I want them to want better.
That's right.
And I tell them every time I see them, look around you. How you see things right now ain't gonna be the same as you get older. As your mind develops, as your heart also expands with understanding of its emotions, the way that you think is gonna change. It ain't gonna be the same. You may like this now, but you ain't gonna like that later. So allow yourself to understand, like even Michelle said it earlier, everything is subject to change. And you can't allow yourself to think that being in this position, or wherever you at, is where you're gonna be when you get older, because that's insane. Especially if you're doing that same thing in that same spot, expecting a difference. It's not gonna change. You gotta want it for you. I know you have mommy, I know you got daddy, but you gotta want it for you. Because when mommy and daddy ain't there, who do you have? Who do you have? Not you. But you also got your siblings too. So reach out to each other the same way I'm reaching and talking to you. I'm talking to you with love. I'm talking to you with passion. I'm talking to you with understanding, because that's what I want from you. So I'm going to give you that. And as I give you that, I'm also going to teach you about the finances. They do little things here and there that are good in the house. Even when they just do random things at random, or they just put something together. I'm like, here's $1. Here's $5. My nephew got $55 on him right now. My other niece, she got $25. I got another niece, she's still learning with her money. I got another one. I started an investment account with her 2 years ago. She asked me last week before she went back to PA, hey, how much money I got in my investment? And I started with $20. I didn't check it when she asked me, but I checked it yesterday. I got $500 in an investment account for her. Well, she got $500. She got. You're right. She got $500 in an investment account. But I told her, I'm gonna start this account for you, but I'm not gonna give you all the money. If you ever want anything or need anything, I'm gonna give it to you. I can't take it directly out of that account, but I give her whatever I got in my pocket when she asks for it. She don't know she got $5. If she watches it, she do now. But I want her to say that. Now, all the other ones, I'm doing the same thing. They got their own little investment accounts, but I haven't been putting in like I've been putting in with hers, because I started with hers first. So she just got the most for right now. But I'm going to catch up with the others because I want them to have what it is that I know I don't have. So everyone, start your resolutions not just for yourself but for others and those that are around you and that you love. Build that future that you know that wasn't built for you, because the future will thank you when you need your feet up, when you need somebody to bring you the remote that's on the bed, when you need somebody to make you a sandwich because you did all this work for this place that you built for them, because God built it for you because he already built it in you. So go get it for 2025. Do you care about yourself?